What is up, people? This is the Oracle, and we are back online for a first Modern Master Draft. Before I start, just keep in mind that this is my first ever Modern Master Draft. I haven't had the chance to play this with the set yet, so the pick I might make here might not be the same in a couple weeks or the same that someone experienced with the set would make. So there's an arena mesa which I might just pick because it's not the fetch that's worth the most money, but it's still pretty worth the draft. Even though I guess this fetch is kind of lost value since the printing of Modern Master. Um, Goblin Asshole seems very good. Torrent of Soul usually pretty strong. Gargoyle seems like a lot of different mana, so I'm not so sure about how good it is. Lancer's fine. Rewind's probably quite medium. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Mesa. These drafts are pretty costly, whether it be online or real life. And even though I don't always do that, rare drafting and making sure you don't lose too much out of this is pretty important. All right. Banishing Stroke, I think is fine, not super exciting. Compulsive Research is amazing. I mean, I'm talking about cards in general. I don't know how good they are in this set because again, I haven't played with the set yet a lot. I haven't played with it at all actually, but yeah, Research seems like the strongest card to me here. I mean, it depends of the speed of the set obviously, but Research usually quite great. Outrage decent removal. Meh. Grasp's not bad. I think I'm just gonna go with Research. I could see Stroke being better, maybe, I don't know. Do like me Research though. Alright, Mind Shatter. Well, I haven't been overly impressed with Mind Shatter in the Modern Cube, but this is obviously more powerful than Modern Cube. I mean, less powerful than Modern Cube, so in theory it should be better. Ogre Spree is not bad, but it would put us in 3 colors. Sin Collectors, fine. I would assume that the token producing cards are pretty good because looks like there's a pretty good token theme in this set. Hookmaster probably decent, there's a couple blink effect. I could pick Lowkeeper, which is just a very fine 1-drop, and maybe go blue-white. Not sure how good Mind Shatter is. Yeah, I could see Lowkeeper being better, but it's a rare, so as I don't really know the set very well, I'd rather try out the rares first, and then when I know if they are good or not, it's better than common because I'll have plenty of opportunities to play with common. Grizzly Spectacle seems like a fine removal spell. A little bit costly maybe, but the side effect is not that bad. I mean, if you kill something big, that can help you kill the opponent. Recovers, probably medium. Flicker, good in the probably a blue-white deck with some enter the battlefield effect. Would assume that Wayfaring Temple is pretty great if you are a white-green token. Fairy Justice is pretty interesting, but 3-colored. I think I would just want Spectacle, and probably will just try to be blue-black control. Ooh, Teachings is kinda sweet. That being said, I'm just gonna pick Seal of Doom, I think, which is a great piece of removal. There's one thing I'm slightly worried about is that in the last Masters edition, whether it be Vintage Master, Legacy Master, or Modern Master, the set were not so much about power level, removal, and these kind of things, but more about synergies. That being said, this one set, it seemed to me that like there are less synergies. There's like a token theme in white and red and green kind of, but other than that, It doesn't feel as much like there's a bunch of synergies, so I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is that in the last couple sets like these, just drafting good cards sometimes was not good enough. Here I feel like we have a decent start with 2 removal, 2 piece of card advantage, but maybe this is not what you want to be doing in this set. So hopefully it's not gonna be and not gonna end up too bad for us. But I guess we shall see. Probably not a deck for Bone Splinter. Chill is fine, but not super exciting. This is probably not the sacrifice deck that we are playing right now. Dragscape Zombies. Medium, I would assume. This card is pretty good, but I'm sure that we'll get to splash for green. Lookout might just be the better... I don't know, I kinda like that. It's gonna be tough to cast maybe, but... kinda like what this does. I do like Agent of Masks. I think it's a pretty sweet card. It does block a couple creatures, and the drain every turn is decent. Guildgate, not looking like we are playing white. Bone Splinter, I don't think is gonna shine here. Don't think this is a deck in which Flicker is gonna shine. I think that card is potentially great in blue-white, not so much in blue-black. Rotworm could be another reason to splash for green, but not so strong. Not a big fan of Shimmering Grotto. I think it's a very poor piece of fixing. Just gonna pick the Agent. Seems like an extremely late call of the Conclave. Not sure if you say Conclave or Conclave actually, but either way that card should probably not go this late. It seems quite amazing in this set. Lowkeeper is also pretty good. Pitfall Trap's decent. Spider is not bad. Blue has not seemed super open. I mean, we got past the research and then not so much. I don't know. Feels like this shouldn't be here. I'm gonna pick Lowkeeper. Or not, I guess. I just misclicked or clicked too late. I mean, we have so many black cards that I don't think it... Well, we could be black-white in theory still. We could have been black-white instead of blue, maybe. Oh well. I'm gonna pick Simic Guildgate here, and maybe we'll still end up in some type of blue-black-green control deck. I'm not sure. I guess we will see. The card seems pretty good. Like, it costs 6, but it's decent. If they have no more cards in hand, this is pretty much a removal, a huge Flamtongue Kavu. If they do have a couple cards, if they are sandbagging a couple lands, it's a bit weaker, but still seems like a pretty good late game card for a blue-black deck of this sort. I think I'll try that out. Don't even think that Rotworm is gonna be great in this deck. Spell Pierce, I think, is more of a sideboard option. Nothing thrilling here. I think that Fist should not go this late. I don't know. Yeah, even if we might end up playing a little bit of green, but we will mostly be blue-black, I think. Recover, not looking super exciting. Teaching Wield, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I might want to play Teachings. Chill's not bad, especially if we are playing Teachings. Alright. Not a bad start, I feel like. The issue with a deck like this is that it's going to be pretty weak to token producing deck. Like, I have a lot of spot removal, but I don't have any card like Cower in Fear, which would be pretty good here, I think. At least I'd be happy to have one in deck that can fetch with Teachings, maybe. That'd be cool. I do like Seagate Oracle quite a lot, but I feel like we might just want to pick Signet. Now I don't know how much Voice of Resurgence is worth, but I might just pick that if it's a decent amount of money, because again, Yeah, 876. Yeah, we'll be picking that. Yeah. That's just enough for me. Um, Now I feel like the real strategic pick that we should make is probably Signet. Would look pretty good in a black blue green control deck, but well, I mean, money is money. Alright. Well, this pack is quite bad. Uh, Drax's Spectre is pretty good. I think it's much better card than Genesis, for example. I'd rather splash for that than Genesis. Terminate's also great. Pit Keeper. Not sure if it's gonna be good here. I don't think we'll be playing a ton of creatures. Kinda wanna pick. I'm not sure if this could wheel in theory. I mean, there's a chance we are the only Grixis player at the table. Kinda wanna pick Terminate and hope to wheel Spectre or Ids at Guildgate, because Terminate is amazing. Also a great target for teachings. Yeah. Alright. So there's 3 land. None of them really great for us. I guess Arcane Sanctum would be fine. Not too exciting. I wonder if Rakdos Guildgate is not a better option. Ogre Spree is fine as a removal. Think we might want to start picking Fixing though. Maybe I just pick the Spree. I'm not sure how greedy this is. I do like It's a Charm quite a lot. Soul Manipulation is pretty decent too, but again, I don't think we'll be playing a lot of creatures at all, so it's probably not the best option. Yeah, I think we want Charm, and we'll be Grixis control basically. Grixis teachings. Right now we have one win condition, is the Horror. I guess Grizzly Spectacle can be a win condition to some extent. But yeah, especially if you are drawing cards, you will need to kill something really big to mill your opponent before they mill you actually, because this deck I think will be drawing quite a bit with research, teachings and whatnot. At least we got a bit of money out of the draft, if anything. Not sure how much Mesa is worth. Probably not so much, but still around 5, I would assume. 391. Still worth picking, but not so much. So I guess the most valuable card here is Liliana of the Veil. part of Water Veil, no, not so much. 46. I think she was worth something like 70 at some point. Online. Okay, Signets are pretty cool now. These are not colors I will play. Definitely think that my red is looking much more exciting than my green. Grotto again I think is really not great. Falconrest Noble is a great card. Kinda love that card. It's better if you have, synergies with it, sacrifice stuff like Mortian Beetle and whatnot, which is potentially a cool deck that I will try out someday, but even without that, it's a strong card. Now, there's a Seagate Oracle, which I might want to pick. It's close. Maybe it's just a Noble. What? I definitely clicked on the Oracle this time. I didn't. Not exactly sure what's going on here. I think last time when I got the spider, I might have just misclicked or clicked too late, but this time I'm pretty sure I just clicked on the right card. I mean, I'm gonna check that when I'm gonna look back at the draft just afterwards. but I'm pretty sure I didn't, I did not click on the spider. Weird. Ogre of Bolas is another card I like a lot, but it's looking pretty great here. As currently we have one creature, basically. Outrage is decent, but I think we'll be blue-black splashing for red, so not super thrilled about the double red here. Same thing here. Don't really love double red. Hatchling, not sure. But I guess there's nothing else really for us. Corp Connoisseur is interesting. So it's kind of decent with teachings actually. We might get a little bit more a nurse. I think it could be interesting. And we need a couple creatures so we can actually win too. So there is that. Yeah, Corpse Connoisseur into teaching is actually not bad. I mean, it's slow, it's a lot of mana, but you do get card advantage eventually. And I think we might get to pick some stronger things to put into the graveyard at some point this draft. It's also not bad if we end up having to play Recover, which I don't think is looking very exciting here, but is not a bad card. I don't think that this is the type of deck you should be trying to draft in this set. I feel like I don't know, when I look at the booster and the cards, I feel like I wanna be either blue-white Flicker, green-white Token, or black-red Sacrifice, and everything else seems quite weaker to me. We'll see though. Maybe just maybe the Grixis control deck will work. I think this is a fine defensive card. Not thrilled about playing that, but maybe I'll have to. Gilgate Wield, Spectre Wield too, huh? Spectre is also something we can use with the Connoisseur, which is nice. I should start picking Fixing, but I don't have enough playballs right now. I'm gonna go with Spectre. Not a fan of Ezotao, especially since we will not be playing a ton of creatures. Scourge Devil. I don't think this is great in our deck, but it's playable. Night Terrors is slow, I guess. I'm gonna pick... yeah, okay. I need to pick my cards faster, I guess. I don't think Soul Manipulation is looking very good given the amount of creatures we are playing. But maybe. I mean, Rewind is just pretty bad. Electromancer is actually quite good here. Again, I kind of hate Shimmering Grotto. I know I need to pick some Fixing, and I will pick some Fixing next booster, hopefully. We have 14 cards that I'm fine playing, plus I guess Hatchling and Torch Runner are fine. Ooh, a Finisher. Don't mind if I do. Well, that's pretty good. Also helps dealing with the small creatures. Great. Love it. I mean, the double red is slightly annoying, but I think it's still the peak. Kinda want Cower in Fear in this deck, because again, I have great spot removal. I'm a little bit weak to tokens. That being said, they can populate bigger things, so -1 might not even be enough to get rid of stuff. Stinger probably pretty good in this deck, but yeah, we want the Nif Meat, I guess, and hopefully we'll get to pick a little bit of Fixing. Okay, there's another Grizzly Spectacle, which is kinda appealing. I don't really think this is a Torrent of Soul deck. Not sure what this does. It's not bad, but not really great. It's probably Wheeling. Grasp is pretty good, I'd be happy to wheel that. Gilgate's good too. I should probably pick Gilgate, but I'm gonna pick Spectacle. I need some Fixing. Oh, Rakdos Signet. I have to pick that. I cannot justify picking anything. Even though Cower in Fear would be sweet and I could use another teachings, there's no way I should pick something other than Signet. Hopefully I can will Gilgate. Alright. Another Neve meets that. Yeah, I guess. Sure. Another Spectre. Spectre's wheeling. I will pick Rakdos Gilgate here, especially given the second Nif meets that. Just, I mean, if we have if the mana comes together, the deck should be good. That's pretty funny. You don't end up with two legendary creatures in the same deck. I mean, in the same draft that often in limited. Soul Ransom I think is kinda bad because well, that's a lot of card advantage if they get back the thing, but I don't know how good it is. And they can do that at instant speed, which makes combat and things like... Not sure how good... It seems good, but I feel like since they have the choice, it makes the card weaker. Maybe I'm just I'm playing wrong and the card is amazing. It seems like the fact that they could get back their thing at some point is risky, or just discard 2 lands at later on the game. I feel like Research might just be better, honestly. Research great. And card draw actually helps fixing. So Augur of Bolas probably pretty good here. I think we just want the Gilgate though. This time, well, is Augur better than Electromancer? I don't really know. It's kinda close. Both cards are decent in this deck, I think. I feel like I kinda like Augur slightly more. Not exactly sure why though. I guess my spell... Well, Electromancer is pretty cool with teachings, for sure. It's close. Maybe it's just Electromancer with 2 research. Cower in Fear. I don't think I will main deck that unless I have to, but it's good to have that at least in the side so I can fetch it. This might be an 18 land deck. In the eyes of double research. Maybe I'll play Pilfered Plants. It's a lot of card draw though. It's a lot of card draw. Nothing I really care about here. Chill, I will probably have to play... Could see Hatchling being playable. Cower in Fear I'm not sure, because I think against some deck it's just gonna be completely dead. This plus 18 land seems fine. The good old double Nif Mitzat Grixis control deck. A classic. An old-time classic. Oh, we got a third Electromancer. That's kinda strong. I mean, going Electromancer into Research. Hatchling. I just hate Shimmering Grotto. I never want to play with that card again. I'd rather have no fixing than Grotto. Now, do we play 17 or 18 lands? Forbidden Alchemy. Yeah, I don't think this is necessary or that great here. That being said, Pilfered Plants. Well, at least I can maybe mill them with double Spectacle plus plants if they end up having Rimval for my Nif Mitzats. I really don't know if this deck is great or a complete disaster or in between. It seems funny, if anything. I mean, I end up playing way more red than I thought I would. Still need a decent amount of black for the double spectacles, but my early game is actually a lot of red and I have double Niv Mizzet. So this ended up being more of an Zed deck than a Dimir deck, I guess. Right, yeah, mana base is not gonna be super sexy. Okay. So, well, it's a lot of a lot of color and mana. I'm gonna do something that I very rarely do, which is just counting the number of symbols. It's not really the best way to do it, but when you have 3 colors and a lot of things like that, it gives you at least an idea of how much you need of each color, kind of. So we have 10 red, not counting the Spectre because it's 3 colored, so it doesn't really matter. 10 red, 16 blue. I'm not gonna count the flashback here. And 11 black. I got 13 black, so it's still more blue-black than red, actually. So everything produces red here. Oh, jeez, the mana base is gonna be bad. Hopefully the research will mean we can still be fine, but I feel like we should... Maybe I have too much card draw and not enough... Could be right to cut plans for hatchling. Just make sure we don't die. Because I already have so much card draw. We should probably be playing 18 lands, actually. I think I'm gonna cut Pilfered Plan for a land, actually. Yeah. So this is still 10, and I think 15, 11, something like that. Well, this might actually be right. I think we want more blue, though. Well, we don't have it. Well, we have the Niv Mizzet at double blue, I guess. Nope. Alright, this is 16 land, that's about right. This is 8 blue, 7 red. Well, I have the double Niv Mizzet, but red is the color I need the less. And 7 black. Well, this is not great, but I think it's the best we can do. Should probably just have pick fixing a bit higher. Again, I think by playing 18 lands and 2 research, we might still be fine. But yeah, I could see this deck being extremely clunky. We'll try out though. This is my first attempt at playing a Modern Master 2017. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and see you for round 1.